Greetings, dear friends. It's a wonderful time of this part of the year when we are, entering into the winter season, just getting out of the monsoon season. So I welcome you all on behalf of the Cornerstone, a foundation which I created, where I try to impact people's lives towards change. Well, I thought of coming out with a topic on leadership. So, who is a leader? And what are the major skills a leader needs to possess? Now, this goes to a few years back when I myself was in a leadership position and had paid a lot of attention to these skills because this helped me in managing the business of a division in a very large corporate company. And thereafter, after me upgrading myself to be a counselor, a coach, an executive coach, I thought that it will be a good time that I come out again and bring out a topic on leadership. So, friends, who is a leader? A leader is one who can influence his team towards a goal. It's as simple as that. A leader should be able to influence his team towards his goal by proper principles, ethics, values. That's what a leader is. Now, what are the major skills that a leader needs to possess? Well, if you ask me, I would begin first and foremost, that a leader needs to have a proper emotional balance. He should have that emotional intelligence if he has to lead a team towards success, towards achieving their goal. And an emotional balance means that his positive emotions and negative emotions are stable. Otherwise, if a person in a leadership role has his negative emotions manifesting itself in various kinds, in various situations, at various times, he is going to only create a lot of negativity again in his team. The team members would all get disturbed when he manifests it in the form of anger or in form of taking out his what you call the anger on people in front of others, or he may be having a very sad feeling and because of which he keeps people away from him, or he may be having a lot of pride and because of which he tries to throw his weight around. Now, these are all negative qualities, negative emotions. And if this manifests in a team, you can be sure a team can never move ahead in a cohesed manner. They cannot be bound, they cannot have a binding within themselves to reach their goal. So this is the first important things. Now, as per David Goleman, who was the father of emotional intelligence, he came out with 5 attributes, for a proper balance in emotions, what we call as emotional intelligence. So the first one is self-awareness. A leader should be self-aware about his own emotions. He should know exactly what emotion is playing at what time, and he should be able to balance that emotion and not allowing it to come out. And he should be able to work on his emotions and try to convert his negative emotions to positive emotions. The second attribute is empathy. The empathy is to understand the feelings of others. It is not sympathy. Empathy means putting yourself in the mental shoes of others and be able to understand what their issues are and able to help them, guide them so that they come out of those negative emotions. The third important attribute is a leader needs to have self motivation. He should be able to motivate himself. If he cannot motivate himself, how can he motivate others? He should be having an optimistic attitude and not a pessimistic attitude. So that's the importance of self motivation. The fourth one is self control. This is one of the key factors for leadership. A leader needs to have self control, which means a discipline. He cannot just do as he wants. he should have proper regulations, he should have proper time management, and he should be able to get along with his team without hurting them or disturbing them, but getting along with everybody, so that there is a control of feelings in the environment in where the place he works. He could be a leader in a religious institution, he could be a leader in a club, he could be a leader of a large corporate company, he could be a leader in an educational institution, anywhere. But a leader should know how to control his emotions. And the fifth one is to have proper social skills or life skills. So, like, having proper communication skills. He should be a good active listener. He should be able to hear to people what they're trying to tell him, and he should try to help them out. He shouldn't be doing something else and just paying half attention to what some his team member may be expressing to him. So he should be a very active listener. He should be able to have the quality of conflict management. Conflict do happen in different places, but he should be able to bring about a win-win situation in both the parties, among both the parties, so that again the environment becomes conducive to work in harmony. And the third one that he should have is he should be able to collaborate with the team. He should also involve himself with the team rather than throwing the job on others and he not involving himself. That's where he can be a good role model. So these are the kind of the qualities or the attributes that a leader needs to have when it comes to emotional intelligence. The first very important factor as per me. The second one is time management. A leader needs to practice time management. When I say time management, it does not mean that he's managing time. It means that he should manage himself in the time that is given or allotted to him. He should be able to focus on single task and finish it rather than multitasking. He should be able to delegate works and tasks to his team so that even the team members feel responsible about it. He should be able to prioritize his tasks, knowing exactly what to do and what not to do. He should be in that role where I have seen many CEOs, I have seen many managing directors, I have seen people in high leadership positions, who keep a pocket diary and they write down everything what they need to do and what has been done. So this is another factor where a leader needs to be able to manage his time. The third factor, which I consider is also important, is a leader needs to be assertive. When I say assertive, it does not mean aggressive. There are a lot of people I have come across, in owners of companies or in people in the high positions who say, you got to be aggressive. Aggression doesn't work. Aggression is friction. You're causing hurt feelings. Instead, a leader needs to be assertive. An assertive person is able to say, for example, no in a very gentle and polite manner without even hurting the other person. His actions, his behavior, his words should be assertive, not aggressive, but yet effective. So these are the qualities, and I would like to close with also a leader should be spiritually strong. When I say spiritually strong, it does not mean that he should be religiously strong. A spiritual person is much higher than a religious person. He's on a higher plane. And spirituality means that he is following good morals, good values, ethics. He has good ethics and principles. So, for example, if you take many years back when I had joined a large corporate company in the south of India as a sales manager, and the vice president happened to visit our division, and I was introduced to him, and he told me something which stuck with me. And these words are real golden words. So, the first eternal principle that I would say is, a leader has to have integrity, loyalty, discipline, and last comes performance. Integrity should be honest. Even when no one is around, you should do the right things. You should be loyal to your company. not that you just you make use of the company and then go and speak or do something wrong behind it. You should have the discipline, as we spoke earlier, self control, and last comes performance. So, this I feel is be a very important asset if a leader could possess these qualities. The second one is a leader needs to be humble. He should practice humility. Now, humility does not mean that you are thinking, less about yourself. It is that you know what your position is and you start to behave and act as a servant leader. It's not an autocratic leadership. You go behave like a servant leader. That means you're out there supporting and giving service to your team. That's how humility plays an important role. You got to be punctual. You cannot be late to office and expect your, or be late to, for example, in a temple or in a church or in a masjid, and expect all the followers to come on time and be there on time. You cannot do that. You got to be punctual all the time, every time. These are the few things, dear friends, that I thought I should bring about in terms of leadership. It's a very, very vast topic. I have given talks on leadership in various corporate companies, where especially there are team leaders, where there are managers, there are people at leadership positions, and they need this once in a way where they are enlightened again that they need to follow this golden rules or these golden factors that will help them to manage their teams well and in the process to achieve their goals. So I'll close with this, that if you are a leader, be like the lion, because the lion is known as the king of the jungle, for he has an attitude of determination, courage, and he does not fall below his standards. So be a lion in leadership. Thank you, and God bless you all.